Thanks for checking out another of Lucent's tutorials. This tutorial will be a bit different than my others. Rather than do a specific champ in a specific role, I'm going to do one role itself for the newer League player. This video will focus on support. Feel free to check out the other tutorials if you want the other roles. Generally, support will be in the bottom lane teamed up with the ADC. There's quite a bit of responsibility on your shoulders. Keep the ADC alive, get the ADC kills, feed the ADC farm, keep vision up, and utilize your utility effectively. Anyone who has played a lot of League knows that the support will make or break bottom lane. Now, before we delve into specific champions, let's go deeper into your responsibilities. In this game, knowing your enemy's location is of vital importance. With the addition of trinkets to the game, the responsibility to ward is shared, but it still rests on you. An indispensable support item in all ELOs or rank tiers is the Sightstone, which gives you free wards. You are limited to 3 sight wards and 1 vision ward at a time. When you get vision wards, put them in bushes to hide them. Early warding will let you see those jungle ganks coming and get out safely. It'll also let you know when it's safe to engage. Here are some key places to ward: bushes in lane, generally done with a trinket, entrance to bot lane from river, and tri-bush. As the game progresses, warding dragon, jungle paths, and baron will be your job. Before engaging baron, I highly recommend you ward around it where the enemy is most likely to come. If you chase through the jungle, leave some wards on your way out so you can see what they're up to. Knowledge is power. Once you have a Sightstone, you can ward often since your ward stock replenishes every time you go back. By keeping vision on the field, your team will be one step closer to winning. You are there to feed your ADC. This means getting them kills, assists, and not taking their minion farm. Don't steal their farm. Don't last hit minions without relic shield. To be frank, your ADC may be stupid, and if you're in solo, duo, or you don't know your ADC, assume he's stupid. If you are doing ranked, avoid support like the plague, as long as you think you can carry whichever lane you do. It is near impossible to carry as a support. Anyway, your ADC may be bad, or the other team's ADC may counter yours, or just simply be better. As a support, you are trying to level the playing field at the very least and tip the scales in your favor at your best. Use your champion's strengths to win. Every champion has built-in utility of different kinds. Some supports will be able to zone your enemy, keeping them away from that precious creep score your ADC is getting. Some support have a lot of crowd control, stuns, snares, bubbles, slows. Use them. Some supports can even heal. Use that wisely and keep at it. Use your utility to engage or disengage as best you can. All these things here will help you keep your ADC alive. If you need to make a decision where one of you needs to die, let it be you. Also, the ADC gets the kills, but if they miss it, or you think they might miss it, or there's a chance they'll miss it, or your ADC is annoying you, just take the kill. Watching the pros and challengers will help you a lot. If you notice, high elo players are almost always building tanky support. Supporting has become a lot easier to manage. Pay attention to the utility tree here. You want that extra gold, definitely. Starting with a gold item is safe, and the safest is Ancient Coin. It turns into an item that significantly increases movement speed when activated. Relic Shield and Spell Thief's Edge are okay once you get used to what you're doing. Upgrade your gold item to its second form early. You should almost always buy a Sightstone as soon as you can, even before you buy your boots. I'm going to go through some of the most common supports and their playstyles, as well as an overview of their utilities. If you're just starting on your road to supporting, try out Sona. She's very easy to play if you can press Q, W, and E in no particular order. Sona's utilities will boost allies' power, heal a nearby ally and yourself, increase your allies' movement speed, and stun everyone caught in her ultimate. She's powerful with a moderate tank and is a good intro into the world of supporting. Thresh is one of the more difficult supports. His plays are normally a bit more advanced, include pulling a poor soul in and disabling them briefly, disabling them a little more again, bringing in or taking allies out safely, and trapping everyone on top of him. As you collect souls, he gets stronger and stronger. Playing Thresh offensively can be rewarding, but waiting for that perfect moment is Thresh's specialty, so he requires a bit more practice. Lulu is a fun one. You play very offensively with Lulu. Poke, poke, and poke some more. You put your pixie on an enemy champ or minion to get extra range on your Q and poke them down. This works very well against supports like Leona who rely on going all in. A low health Leona will be less likely to engage. Also, you slow your enemies, transform them into worthless poros, shield your teammates, and deal damage to enemies. And your ultimate not only knocks enemies up, it makes an ulted Nasus amazingly big, and also adds a bunch of good stats or something. Since I already made a Leona video, I'll do Taric. Taric is a very tanky support, which means he plays passive, right? Actually, the more tank you have, the deeper you should be. Between bonus armor, a heal, and a stun, you can dive early and effectively. Your ultimate significantly increases your damage output, as well as your teammates. As you experiment with different supports, you'll learn how to use anti-stuns to dominate, Janna's Q to get away safely, and eventually you'll learn how to land Nami bubbles, which can take a lot of work, and usually you'll be nervous and miss the time you actually need to land it. I don't recommend doing non-traditional supports until you get the hang of traditionally supporting. Here's a list of semi-traditional supports: Alistar, Annie, Fid, and sometimes Janna, Karma, Leona, Lulu, Morgana, not really, Nami, Sona, Soraka, Taric, Thresh, Zillion, and Zyra. Hope this helps you out. Feel free to check out my other role explanations if you're curious. And until next time, see you in the Rift.